Wion continues to bring you the latest from the mass shooting that has taken place in New Zealand. Police has said that several fatalities are feared in the two mosques. The police confirmed that there are two different attacks in the mosques. The locations of the mosques have been locked down. According to New Zealand police, at least 4 people, including 3 men and a woman, have been taken into custody. The number of attackers is unclear. He said that the danger still exists and asked citizens to exercise caution. New Zealand police has also recovered several IED-laden vehicles which now have been made safe since the police intervened and defused the IED vehicle.
4 are in custody, 3 are men and 1 a woman. 1 is a woman, as I understand it. It's moving quite quickly, so I need to frame that in that way. That's what we believe at this moment. The attackers were apprehended by local police staff. There's been some absolute acts of bravery. I'm hugely proud of our police staff, the way they responded to this. But let's not presume that the danger is gone. So we want to make sure that we're right across that community. We're as visible and equipped as we need to be to make that happen. I can tell you that there were a number of IEDs attached to vehicles that we also stopped. They've been made safe by the Defence Force, but that does go to the seriousness of this situation.
Now, witness told media that he saw a man dressed in a military-style camouflage outfit and carrying an automatic rifle enter the Masjid Al-Noor Mosque. The witness heard dozens of shots. Local media has said that hundreds were inside the mosque. Many of those injured have been taken to the hospital. The police want residents in the area to stay indoors. Earlier, schools in the area were in a lockdown. The police has now lifted the lockdown and all mosques have been made to shut their doors nationwide. Police is still on high alert across the city. Prime Minister of New Zealand Jacinda Ardern has condemned the unprecedented violent attack. She referred to this day as the darkest day.
Whilst I cannot give any confirmation at this stage around fatalities and casualties, what I can say is that it is clear that this is one of New Zealand's darkest days. Clearly, what has happened here is an extraordinary and unprecedented act of violence. Many of those who will have been directly affected by this shooting may be migrants to New Zealand. They may even be refugees here. They have chosen to make New Zealand their home, and it is their home. They are us. The person who has perpetuated this violence against us is not. They have no place in New Zealand. There is no place in New Zealand for such acts of extreme and unprecedented violence, which it is clear this act was. For now, my thoughts, and I'm sure the thoughts of all New Zealanders, are with those who have been affected and also with their families. My thoughts also to those in Christchurch who are still dealing with an unfolding situation.
Now, reports have been surfacing suggesting the identity of the attacker as an Australian. And the Australian Prime Minister Scott Morrison has also issued a statement a short while back. Let's listen into what Morrison had to say.
Necessary responses and precautions that are necessary here in Australia. Our agencies are working closely with New Zealand authorities and have prepared other capacities to be stood up to support New Zealand as and when requested. I can confirm that the individual who was taken into custody, I've been advised, is an Australian-born citizen, and obviously that element of the investigation Australian authorities are involved in, and they will be proceeding with their investigation, which has already been stood up, involving all the relevant agencies. We will keep Australians safe in every way possible we can. And we will work with our partners in the region, our family in the region in New Zealand, to do everything we can to support them to keep their people safe as well. But right now, there is a numbness. There is just a still shock that has laid upon us all, as we thought would be unthinkable in a place like Christchurch. But it has happened. And it is such a sad and devastating reminder of the evil that can be ever present about us. Happy to take a couple of questions, but as I said, in terms of the details of investigations, they are properly addressed by the New Zealand authorities. We are obviously being kept abreast of developments in those investigations, and our participation in supporting those investigations